morning, afternoon or evening, depending on what time of day you're watching this or indeed whereabouts in the world you are. I'm MoD, this is Euro Truck Simulator 2, episode 132, 33? It's around about there. I think it's 33. Doesn't matter. Have we got a job on the go? I do believe we do. Christmas gifts on the way to Krakow? One of the two. Oh, in that case, yes we do, because I remember we parked up in the petrol station. And MoD remembers something! Fill up the fuel tank, we've done it already. The tank's fuel. Full. Engine malfunction. Come on, we just started. Come on, guy. We're going to finish this job off and then we're going to get rich. That's what's going to happen. So how are you all doing in this merry, mighty fine Wednesday? Haha! Wednesday? Sunday. I know what I'm saying. Sometimes. Ooh, let me just take a screenshot right there. Nobody seems to complain about me doing this, so you're not gonna. I've got to keep doing this whole taking a screenshot in the middle of a session. But I just saw that cloud of snow there being kicked up, so I thought, oh, that'll do. That'll be a nice shot. That is a nice shot, I do believe. That'll do. That's our thumbnail for the episode. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Ka-ching. Let's come onto the road now. So, hi guys, how's it going? I did have an episode plan, but it went slightly out the window. Because instead I'm going to talk about my age-old love of wargaming. Yeah, let's talk about wargaming. You're not going to talk back to me? Okay, this is a bit of a one-sided conversation then. God. Okay, fine. Well, why are we talking about wargaming? Well, first of all, before we do carry on, I'd just like to say, Kerry, I have got your request for the how to install the Euro Truck Simulator 2 multiplayer mod. I don't know if I'm actually going to get that done this week now. Things have come up in real life, so at some point in the next week or two then, okay? Roughly, if I don't do it by the end of January, kick me arse. But honestly, I hope to get it done by the end of January. How to install Euro Truck Simulator 2 multiplayer mod. We will get it done for you. Yes, we will. Very soon-ish, hopefully, maybe. Wargaming. Oh, God. Let's backtrack a bit to... No, let's not backtrack. Today, I went to a show in Penkridge with my... Penkridge with my friend, Mr. Jones, and I found an absolute gem there. Thought it was worth so much. Turned out to cost X amount. Snapped it up, got it back home, and found out it was even better than I hoped for. So now let's backtrack a bit. Let's backtrack a bit to... mid-90s. So about, oh god, about 20 years ago, let's say, when I first discovered wargaming in the form of Games Workshop's game Warhammer 40,000. I thought, wow, this is amazing. Oh god, ow, ow, ow. Ah, trailer slightly knackered. Oh well, 4% won't hurt much. 4% would better not hurt anyway. Yeah, Warhammer 40,000, it was great fun, it captured my imagination. Because I loved sci-fi and everything, so this is just fantastic. You're the humans, and... Oh, wait. This is, for me, it was a new one. The humans were the bad guys. That threw me at first. And so I always used to play as the Eldar. Eldar being space elves, essentially. Endangered species and pointy-eared, blah, blah, blah. Essentially space elves. Everyone likes the Eldar. But then in later editions they made Eldar be the bad guys, when really all the Eldar are trying to do is, you know, self-preservation. Not necessarily a bad thing, because, you know, their entire species are on the line. Then in later expansions they included, they introduced the Tau and the Necron. I like the Tau, because they always do the whole greater good thing. But they're complete assholes, just like the Imperium in the Space Marines. Point being, I played that for a few years, I did enjoy it. And then when I stopped playing when 3rd edition Warhammer 40,000 came out because money started to become an issue. I mean, once upon a time, it used to cost you about £10 for 5 plastic Space Marines. Now you're looking £30 for 5 plastic Space Marines. I could take that £30, spend it on a model car that would go in the cabinet behind me, and still have change to buy some paint to go with this nice shiny car. I mean, model car kits cost about 20 quid, and they're bigger and better.
Oh, but you can't use them, MoD.
Well, yes, I could. If I wrote a game and made some rules up, I could use this car. It's not the point, though. They're completely different things. And actually, to be fair, there are still a couple of Warhammer 40,000 models I see that I wouldn't actually mind to go in the cabinet. You know, I think there's some very pretty artists on the Games Workshop team. But Games Workshop are making their product too expensive. But the only reason they're getting away with it is because people keep on spending it. Again, this is coming down to MoD ranting about money. So, let's just skip forwards a bit. I remember, in my school years, somebody had a game called Space Crusade. And they always brought it in on Mufti Day. And I asked if I could play this game with them, and they said, no, it's too complicated. You'll never ever get the hang of this. I'm thinking, that's a bit fucking rude, mate. I mean, I'm older than you. But it turns out Space Crusade isn't complicated. I finally got hold of a copy of it about a year or two ago. Very fun. Very fun. You may have seen the video game on my channel at some point in the last 3 or 4 months ago I did it. Very similar to the board game. Marines move, they shoot, or they shoot and then they move, and then it's the alien player's turn, blah blah blah. With people, it's a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun. And it's cooperative, but at the same time you're trying to win. Individually. So, it was about a year or two ago. Me and Mr. Jones, we're travelling around all these wargame circuits. There's a circuit of wargame shows that goes around Birmingham, Penkridge, Nottingham, Derby, etc, etc. There's a Stafford one now as well, called Barrage, which I'm going to be attending. Bus. But yeah, I stopped playing wargames, but I always kept my toe in the water, as it were. Always kept in the loop with what new developments were going on. The first of these shows I went to with Mr. Jones 2 years ago. And it opened my eyes up, because I went there and thinking, where's all the wargame stuff? Because this was at Donington Park, actually. In their indoor exhibition centre. And I remember walking in through the front door and thinking, this isn't wargame stuff. This is just strange models. And this is when I had it politely explained to me by Mr. Jones that there's more to wargaming than Games Workshop. Just the Games Workshop have fucked it all up for everybody. Fair enough, I says, I can't argue with that. And that's when I learnt about all sorts of other types of games. And that's, I think, is where I discovered Firefly, the board game, which, by the way, is a great game. I wouldn't say I'm a war gamer as such. I wouldn't say I'm into my board games too much, but I do like to play them. I do like to play when I get a chance. I won't bend over backwards to play them. I mean, I'm about them video games. I like to sit on my arse, joypad in hand, and play my games. But it's something about getting people around a table, having a couple of beers, just playing a silly game. Space Crusade is one of these games, and Space Crusade was released in 1991, originally by MB Games, actually. Games Workshop developed it, but they needed a publisher. That's where MB came in. You remember MB? They released games such as Cluedo, Connect 4. Can't think of any others off the top of my head. While we're looking for rest, 2 hours and 3 hours, right? I think we're gonna have to pull over and rest at some point soon. But yeah, I discovered all sorts of war games. I mean, you've got proper World War II reenactment games. You've got full-on hardcore futuristic indoor rugby. I think they call it Speedball. Not sure. Drop Zone is another one. But there is a big market out there for Games Workshop stuff. Games Workshop being one of probably the biggest manufacturer of wargaming crap in the world. And I don't mean crap derogatorily. I mean like stuff, you know. So, a couple of years ago, I found Space Crusade. It was intact, apart from it was missing 6 or 7 pieces, and it was labelled up at, I think it was £30. No, it was less than that. It was £20. But Mr. Jones, he had a copy of Space Crusade at home, and he says, actually, tell you what, I'll give you the missing pieces out of my set, because my set's incomplete, your set's incomplete. Let's put them all together and make a great big set. And that's one thing I do like about the wargaming community, is that they're all very happy to help each other out, muck in. Unless it's a tradesman who's just in it for the money, then... I mean, you can tell the difference between a tradesman who... At these shows, let me put this into context. When you go to these shows, there's lots of stalls selling parts, pieces, bits and bobs, various wargaming related items. And most of these guys are generally happy chaps. They're quite happy to make you a deal because they're wargamers themselves. They don't want to get fucked over. They don't really want to make a profit, but they would like, to make a bit of money out of it because they have to pay for the table, etc., etc. And then you get the dicks who will fight tooth over nail over this every little penny. Every little penny. And they'll be proper arseholes about it. Over the last couple of years, me and Mr. Jones, we've learned who to avoid who. Oh, the light is moving, I swear. Anybody wondering what the strange line is down my face? It's the blind. There's a blind out the window in my window instead of curtain, and it's very, very blinding with the light, shall we say. So if I just sort of move like that, will that work? Nah, I don't know. I'll try to say it like this. I'm waffling. I'm going off track again. I did have, like I said, I did have an episode planned because today we found a great bargain, but I'll get to that. Space Crusade, we put all the bits. We took some bits out of Mr. Jones's box, put them in mine. We played a game, and oh my god, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. And then we got used to the rules, and we got a couple more people around, and we had a 4-player Space Crusade. It was great. It really was great. And then for my birthday that year, Mr. Jones gave me the rest of his Space Crusade stuff. He says, "I can't be asked to put together a complete set now. You seem to be a good home for this, so enjoy." And Mr. Jones says, "I will." And to date, I have very much enjoyed. Very, very much enjoyed. Lots of fun, definitely. Has been had with Space Crusade. And I knew there was a few expansion packs available for this game as well. Because when I went looking online to see how much Space Crusade was, I noticed expansion sets. So I'm thinking, okay, let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at these expansion sets. And 2 hours, 2 hour 40. I'm going to risk it. I'm going to risk not sleeping. The first one's called Mission Dreadnought. The second one was called Eldar Attack. And I'm thinking, expansions for a board game? What is this madness? But I looked into them. If the original Space Crusade is worth about £50 for a complete set in good condition, which is what I own, I've got a good condition set, then Mission Dreadnought was selling online for £150 for a board game, for an expansion to a board game. And I'm thinking, no, not going to have that. No, fuck off. And Eldar Attack, same sort of price, even rarer, but not many people want it, so it's not got as high. It's not got as high a rate, shall we say? I mean, it's just valued at what it's valued at. It's again £150, but it's rarer. It should be higher, but because no one wants it, it's a little bit lower. Come on, Tildy, come on. So, about 3 months ago, I acquired myself a copy of Mission Dreadnought, because I keep looking on eBay every now and again, looking for cheap items, and saw Mission Dreadnought on there for £80. Okay, had a word with Murtai. She says, you know, you've been after it for a while, it's half price, go get it. So I did. It's complete, apart from a couple of items. Little tokens, which make no difference to the gameplay. No, it's one control panel to a tarantula heavy weapons platform. Which is not a problem, not a problem. So, fast forward to today. Today's bargain. I might need to pull over for this bit, but we're so close to the end of the job. I'm going to just keep going. We went to the Penkridge show, had the walk around, and, you know, we're regular faces. People know us. me and Mr. Jones. He's the one with the money and the taxi. I'm his bitch. I carry his things around for him because Mr. Jones does buy a hell of a lot of these shows, and today was no exception. He's got things, I carry things around. I don't mind doing it before anybody says, why do you do it, Mod? Don't you like it? I don't mind it. I go for the company. And I go to find out what's going on in wargaming and see if there's anything that's going to make me want to part ways with money. And I have to give big credit to Mr. Jones at this point because he's the one who's put up the money for what I found today, because me and Murtai were a bit tight on funds at the moment because we've just paid off a nice £800 laptop. Didn't do our maths properly. We've got enough to pay the rest of the bills, but the rest of the month's going to be interesting. So. Oh, that's good timing. Thanks. Actually, this is a great point to pause it. Because today, my friends, I got another copy of Space Crusade. Now then, everybody, I hear you asking, what's so different about this copy of Space Crusade? See there in the top left corner? MB Games. Yeah. I don't even know if that's going to come out very well in this video. Now, I've got the original price label for this thing, and I just cannot believe it. I mean, I've mentioned it on Twitter, I've mentioned it on my private Facebook, and now I'm mentioning it here because I can't believe how good a bargain I got. Space Crusade and Eldar Attack, £30. That's about £200 worth of game right there. The only problem with Eldar Attack, the guy said, was there was no box with it. So, me and Mr. Jones, we open up a box, we have a look. Looking around, there's a bit here, a bit there, that could be it, that could be it. Mr. Jones noticed something, immediately put the box back up, together, put the lid back on the box. Didn't even attempt to haggle the guy down. Just said, here's your £30, thank you very much, and walked off with the game very quickly. I'm like, what did you see? Because you must have seen something to have snapped it up that quickly without even wanting to negotiate or haggle. And he said, and Mr. Jones says to me, £30, yeah? You can pay me back once you've paid the rent at the end of the month. Okay, that sounds like a fair deal, but what have you seen? We got it back to his house. We opened it up and we did. There's a list of what actually comes with each bit, each game. And I noticed there's 4 books. Now, if we'd just bought Space Crusade and Eldar Attack, there should have only have been 3 books. 1 rule book, 1 mission book with the main game, and 1 expansion book for Eldar Attack. There was a 4th book, and the 4th book had dreadnoughts in the front of it. So I'm thinking, Mr. Jones, is this what you've seen? It turns out that this nice £200 purchase that we got for £30 actually had Mission Dreadnought in it as well. We've got the entirety of Space Crusade complete for £30. And then when we deduct what I owe, well, he owes me a bit of petrol money, and I also gave him a couple of items out of the Space Crusade set that I don't need, because I've now got 3 Space Crusade sets, 2 Mission Dreadnoughts and 1 Eldar Attack. I'm thinking, these are surplus. If you want these, let's knock a bit of money off what I owe you. So now I only have to pay £20 for all this stuff. I'm just like, wow. Big thank you to Mr. Jones. Big thank you to... I don't know if I can say his name on here. Yes, I can, because he's advertised himself as his real name. Mark Sproston. I don't think you're ever going to watch this, sir, but it was actually Mark Sproston's young lad, Matt, who came up to me and says, Mod, you need to come check this out. You need to come check this out. So, if it wasn't for him, I would not have seen that. And Mr. Jones would not have been able to front up the money. Today has been a good day for wargaming and bargains in general. No! That's close. Please stop before we hit the cars in front. Thank you. So yeah, Mod is extremely happy with that bargain right now. Off we go. Crunch, crunch, crunch in the gears. How are we looking? 38 minutes rest stop. Get there in 42 minutes. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll get the thing dropped off, and then we'll immediately go and get back. We'll immediately go rest. Ready for another fun episode on Thursday. But yeah, I just could not believe that. Still can't believe that. I've had Mission Dreadnought for such a short amount of time that I haven't even had the chance to play it out properly. I know I said I got it about 3 months ago, but in the world of mod, 3 months is not a long time. 3 months, I've done a lot in the last 3 months. I've been very busy and I haven't had the chance to test it out yet. What a Mission Dreadnought comes with is extra Dreadnoughts, floor plans, extra models for killing purposes, extra heavy weapons. It's a proper expansion to the original game. And mod likes this very much. And Eldar Attack turns out it's in terms of video games, it's a total conversion hack, is the best way of describing it. What this expansion does is it takes out the Space Marines and replaces them with Eldar. There's no allowance, shall we say, for Eldar and Space Marines to cooperate, so I suppose we're going to have to play this at some point, and we're going to have to check out if there's some sort of house rules we can hash together, because one of our favourite things of board games is house rules. You see the rules, you take them, and you twist them a little bit to suit your own purposes. House rules are fun. I think we've got a couple for Firefly, although I can't remember Firefly off the top of my head, and you were in front of us before. Yes, yes, yes. Open sesame. Nearly at our destination. Now, recording these games for real would be very, very difficult because I've only got the Nexus 5 for anything that resembles a good camera. And I know at some point in the next year or so, Murtai is encouraging me to get a GoPro. Because we've got DF coming over in June. I think it's June, is it coming over, DF? Because I need to know those dates actually, so I'll ask you after I finish recording so I can get the dates booked off work and go, right, I've got my time off work sorted. And I do believe DF is crashing around my house, mine and Murtai's house. Wait, fucking move, you dickhead. I'm trying to... Thank you. Yes, 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 yes. Engine malfunction. Come on, Tildy, come on. Yeah, we're going to have DF over, and we might have to introduce him to Space Crusade. We might have to get him to play the Firefly game. Although, I don't know if they're your cup of tea, DF, to be honest with you, board games. Something tells me you're a video gamer, like myself. They're saying that. I think we got him to play Munchkin. Munchkin is huge fun, and where's the road? Oh, there. I was looking for a central divider. Oh! That's why we're not going anywhere. Well, that was a bit thick, mod. Also, we are out of time with the resting. Bugger. Let's complete the rest of the journey like this. Why not? Dashing through the snow in an 18-wheeled truck. La-di-da-di-da. Da-da-da-da. I know, it's January. We've still got the Christmas livery on. We've still got Christmas job on, and we still have the snow on. But you know what? I like snow. I do like snow, does mod. And I think, shall we say the last of the Christmas stuff will finish up next Sunday? Because I know they said they're extending the actual avoid sleeping effects. Oh, go away. Go away. I didn't avoid it that long. I mean, last episode, we kept on going for much longer than that. That's bullshit. Oh, you gotta be shitting me. That close? 5% in the trailer. We should be alright. Should. Yeah. That's so my episode plan went to shit because I basically got £350 worth of stuff and I'm only going to pay 20 quid for it. Haha! Oh, is this going to be straight in? No. Actually, fair, that wasn't far off though until we overturned it. Until we put too much lock. I should say. Oh, excuse me, got a bit of hiccup on the go. So, I do apologise if this episode hasn't made much sense, but I've been very excited to share my good news about my great purchase. Satisfactory. Money time. Money. Minus 10,000.
Money! We made money!
Alright, diagnostics. How much would it cost us to repair Tildy? £59,000. We just happen to have £58,000. Can we pay off a loan? No. But hey ho, I think we should go rest up now in preparation for the next episode. Oh looky, it's just around the corner. Oh looky, there's a traffic jam. Excuse me, big fucking truck coming through. I might have to do a couple of off-camera jobs just so we have enough money to do this. Would be nice. I mean, I'm already pressed for time as it is, so yeah. But I would like to get it done. Why are you holding on the brake, dickhead? Use your handbrake. I hate it when people have to hold the cars on the brakes. Can't they just, you know, use a handbrake like normal? In we go. Yeah, I'm going to do that. We're going to take out a very small loan. Repair Matilda to full. Service. Repair. Fully repaired Matilda. Rest up. And I think that's the end of the episode then, guys. And resting. What have we actually got anyway? Is there any... Let's have a look. Before we actually do see if it's worth doing any off-camera job or not. We're in Krakow. Car parts to Praha. We haven't uncovered Praha yet. Dresden, again we haven't uncovered that one. Wait, Praha? Oh, it goes to the outskirts of Praha. We have uncovered that one. Hamburg, we haven't been to. Duisburg? We haven't been there. Metz? We haven't been there. Paris, Cardiff. We don't want to go Cardiff. Hamburg job would be nice, I reckon. But anyway, we'll worry about that another time. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I've been Mod. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please hit the thumbs up. Dream big, and we'll see you next time for your Q&A session that I've been meaning to do for the last week or two. Dream big. See you next time. Bye bye.